the stat you had in today's story about the Mavericks clutch play, could you detail
Yeah, and we
that?
talked about this in a recent pod. They were dead last, the worst clutch team in the league through the first couple of days of February. That they had a February 2nd overtime loss at home to the Thunder. They were minus 34.5 net rating at that point. Since then, and this is a 38-minute over 13 game sample size. So small, but not tiny. Their net rating is like plus 50 and point something. So they're plus 53 in 38 minutes. They are by far the best clutch team over the last month and a half. And, there are a lot of factors there, but Spencer Dinwiddie, who has hit game-winning threes off of Luka feeds in the last two games in Boston and last night in Brooklyn, the first game-winning buzzer beater of his career. Spencer Dinwiddie has been an absolute massive factor in the Mavs morphing into this clutch monster. And it's funny how quickly a reputation can be repaired in the NBA. And Spencer doesn't hide from this. Like, he basically got blamed for the Wizards being kind of a dysfunctional circus. Like, he took a lot of hits, or reports came out, and like basically he was a problem in the locker room. He's a bad guy, blah blah blah. He's got a new lease on life in Dallas. And, this guy he scored 23 points in 19 clutch minutes since coming to Dallas. I mean, and we're talking about, he was a huge factor in a comeback from 19 down in the fourth quarter to beat the Warriors on the road, 12 down in the fourth quarter to beat the Nets last night. They came from behind to beat the Celtics. And, it's sometimes fit and scenery and an opportunity just makes such a massive difference.
Why is it, MacMahon? So obviously, and what happened in the game Wednesday night, they trap Luka at the end. He releases it out to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's wide open, hits the shot.
Well, it was a tough shot. Dragic actually got a decent contest on it.
That's true. So what is the reason why this change? How does it free up Luka? How does it affect, why is it working?
Well, I think a part of this is Luka has quickly formed a trust, and Luka trusts everybody who's on the floor with him now, and there's no, everybody. So is that a nuanced discussion on Porzingis? Is that what that just was right there? I mean, there's a little bit of that. And again, I've said it before. It wasn't like he was butting heads with Porzingis this year. The really painful passive aggressiveness from last season wasn't there, but they just didn't click. And, if you're playing for the Mavericks, you're playing off of Luka. And so a KP post up is just clogging things up. It's interrupting things. There's none of that now. All these guys. So, and I actually was talking to Dinwiddie about this after practice the other day. There is role definition. That's kind of one level. And then there's role acceptance. That's the second level of that. And what the Mavericks have around Luka is a bunch of guys who have role enthusiasm. They not only accept the roles, but they're excited about them. They know exactly, okay, here's how I fit, here's what they need, and they're all in on it. And for Dinwiddie, basically, like, he is shooting over his head right now in terms of his career 3-point percentage. I'm sure there will be some regression there. But his role is essentially, hey, play off of Luka. The defense is going to be shifted that way, wants you in attack mode. And then, during the times when Luka's resting for whatever it is, 12 minutes a game, you and Brunson are going to be on the floor together, play off of each other. And it's, in Washington, there were a lot of eager mouths to feed, a lot of guys who are young in their career, were playing for contracts. This guy wanted to touch, this guy wanted to touch. Kuzma, kind of wants to be a star on the rise. KCP, I'm a proven championship player. Montrezl Harrell's always, and we go on to, obviously Beal is going to be it just got, whatever the reasons were, it got off the rails. And Dinwiddie is pretty well known. He does have a tendency to be the smartest guy in the room, and whether that's accurate or not in terms of the IQ, I think he's often right, but it might rub people the wrong way. But again, he came to Dallas, and it's like Morgan Freeman, emerging from the prison sewer on the other side, baby. Woo,
Morgan jeez, buddy. Tim Robbins.
Andy my
Dufresne.
bad.
If Morgan Freeman walked out, buddy. But that's okay.
You knew what I meant.
It was such a beautiful analogy.
It was a good attempt.
I haven't seen it in a while.
It was a good attempt.
I was close.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.